Now, I'm sure you've heard several times to put your phone away whenever you're practicing because it can be extremely distracting. Every single time you get a text message, you gotta check it, you gotta see who it is, you gotta reply. So, yeah, that might be true, but a cell phone can also be very, very helpful in your practice routine. So here are 5 apps that I think every musician should have. For the first app that I like to use is called TickTick. I use it to kind of keep a record of practicing because you can have checklists and have folders and subfolders and stuff like that. So, and if there's a goal that you want to specifically hit for that piece or for that practice session, you can put it in here. And once it's completed, you can actually just check it off. I also like to put comments and kind of critique myself during that practice session just so I can have a record of my progress. So the second app that I like to use is an activity tracker because in this app, you can time yourself to see how long you've been practicing each piece, each technique, or each section of the piece. It doesn't really matter. You can set it up the way you want to. I like to categorize mine by the piece that I'm working on. I like this app because it also gives you a report to see how long you've been practicing each piece and then as a whole. It's a really great way to keep yourself accountable so you can practice the amount of hours that you intend to. All right, the next app that I like to use is, I think everyone should have, is a metronome. I like personally Smart Click by Steinberg, but really any metronome will do. This is the one I like to use. It doesn't really matter. I'm not gonna go too much into detail about metronomes. I think we all know what metronomes are and how they work. But have a metronome on your person because most of the time we have our phones on us at all times. Sometimes whenever we're practicing, we forget our metronome at home if it's a kind of separate device. Most of the time, people always check to see if they have their phone on them at all times. So have a metronome on your phone so you can use it anytime that you need to. The next app that I think every musician should have is a tuner. Now, I probably always recommend tuning by ear, but it's always good to have a reference point of some kind, or if your strings are old or the room is dead, it's hard to hear. Always have like a tuner, have reference. I like to use Cleartune myself. It seems to be the most accurate tuner that's on the market. There could be some others right now, but again, I'm not going to go too much into detail because I think that we all know how tuners work and everything. But again, if you have it on as a separate device, you could forget it at home. This way, you have a tuner available to you at all times. The next app that I'm going to talk about is ForScore. It's really meant for the iPad. I think they have a phone version. This is a great app to actually keep all your music digitally on your iPad. Again, I think they have a phone version, but that small screen will be pretty hard to read sometimes. But I guess if you're in a pinch, it'll work. This is a great place to keep all your music organized and everything. You can also take notes on there. You can highlight, so if there's something important, you can do that. You can also edit the score a little bit, so if you want to add, let's say, dynamic markings or something, so you can remember. This is a great app to keep all your music in a digital format, so you can have it with you at all times. So you can pull up any score that you're working on, or kind of put it in the archive or something like that. It's a great app to use if you want to go to this all digital platform. I wonder if there's an orchestra that uses iPads. I should look that up because I only see paper. Maybe one day if there's not one. Well, that's it for me, guys. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. I'll put all the apps in the description box below. I'm not affiliated with any of these apps. These are just some that I use myself personally to kind of help me along the way with my practice and performing and stuff like that. So again, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Yeah, that plane is loud. Wow. I don't know if you could hear it, but the plane was really loud. I wonder if the people that use ForScore, have they ever had problems with their iPads? Because, technology breaks. I don't know, that's kind of interesting. Could you imagine, like, you're on a concert and your iPad just fails while you're in the middle of it? Ouch.